Hey, yo, 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 mic check, mic check. I repeat, yo, 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 mic check, mic check. Welcome back to my channel, people. This is the last snow. You call me Snow for short. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your week, starting of the week. This weekend was kind of rough for me at work. That's why I was not streaming this weekend. Every time I came home, I went straight to sleep. Doing these doubles and everything I had to do at work because we understaffed. It was just too much chaos going on. I just needed my rest. Today I was supposed to stream this morning. I got home this morning from work and I was tired. I needed rest. Got up, went to play MLB The Show because that's another game that I've been grinding on. But I'm still missing one more piece before I ended up connecting it to my monitor so like that we can actually stream MLB The Show. So hopefully it's here by tomorrow so that Wednesday my next stream will be on MLB The Show. But just wanted to say, yo, what's up, everybody, for tuning into my channel. Everybody's that hitting up the chat. Thank you for hitting up the chat. Babe, thank you for the 29th straight month of subscription. Chavez, appreciate for you tuning in as well. And for everybody else, Zixto, Random Fiend, hopefully you guys are enjoying your day at work or whatever you guys are doing, but I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you guys are new to my channel, on Twitch, on YouTube, press that follow button, subscribe to my channel, and let's get to it. Let's talk about all these new leaks that has been coming out. I'm only going to talk about the leaks that has been coming out that's actually in English. I don't want to be one of these guys that, that pops up with um, the whole concept of posting a Japanese card and then trying to translate it on your own, not having a full verbal translation onto the T. I'd rather just wait until it actually comes out officially in English, so like that we can actually talk about it. But there's more cards that came out for the starter deck that's coming out next month. Definitely interested in playing that deck when it comes out. Maybe on the client, but I know when I go to locals, I'm definitely going to test it out. They leaked the new leaders that's coming out for set 6. Definitely happy about that as well. And also a couple of other cards that's actually coming out that, we got them in English. So hopefully you guys are ready for it. And, we're up for it. What's up, Bardock? Have you seen the last snow? Yo, Zixto, you funny, my guy. You feel me? Don't make me put the scouter. Don't make me put that on. So yeah, let me just put this to the side. We're gonna start it off with the leaks of the starter deck. We're gonna go, in order. So we're gonna start it off with the new starter deck that's coming out next month, April 26th. It's actually the 25th that's actually come out. That means on the 25th it comes out on the client, but pre-release, local store is gonna have them like a few days before. So I'm trying to get them a few days before. I already spoke to my locals. They're gonna hold down 2 of these for me. So like that, I could do the deck profile on the YouTube channel, test it out with with a couple of my boys, see how the deck is built without putting actual support of the other cards to see how strong this deck is on its own. And then we'll try the additions and stuff like that. But definitely Super Saiyan 3 is a yellow deck. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini. Definitely good. I like it. I like that they're actually coming out with a different color, not just, black. What is it? Red as well? Or it's not a Goku. So, at least they staying away from that. So we're going to go with the leader first. Oh, so you see this, get it on the 25th. So it actually comes out on the 25th. So we're definitely good to go. So hopefully that's Friday. I didn't check the calendar. So on the front side is a 1500 attack. When attacking, you draw a card and it awakens at 4. And is a normal standard, which is when you awaken, you draw a card and flip over. Because some of the leaders that we're getting does not do that. So we got we just gotta do what's best for the game, because the 25k leaders, they don't come out anymore with on the awakened side. They don't come out with non-draw power on the Awaken side. Whatever. I don't know where Bandai is going with it, but yeah. Yeah, so it definitely is better than Vegeta Mini. I feel like Vegeta Mini, no matter how many support does that deck has, I don't feel like it's ever gonna be like a playable deck. It's just that leader effect is just horrible. If it would have been, four less, not three or less because you already got Trunks that does that, but at least a four less or something. But it's just bad. It's definitely bad. So on the Awaken side with the Vegeta Mini, is a 20k swinger when attacking. Once per turn, draw a card. When it says that, that means this guy could actually attack for the second time, and it's not gonna let you draw again, like the Piccolo and Green. So then, if you have a rest mode battle card with the cost of two or less, I mean two or more, and is a DA in its name in your battle area, switch this card to active mode, and then you could, excuse me, then you can swing again. So basically, we have another Majin Buu. So I guess they like the concept of leaders restanding because Piccolo is actually good to restand, but you gotta have a certain amount of you actually gotta swing. The swing has to connect in order to restand again, and then you get to draw again. And then you have the Majin Buu Evil that does it, or he gets to restand himself, depending on the situation, or um, you get to restand an energy to do something else. So maybe you just want to hold up that one energy for the defensive side when it's not your turn and it's your opponent's turn. So like that, you could use some counter cards. So like deflect one of the swings and whatever. This is more better for sure. The last one, yeah. Double swing deck coming soon. Double swing deck coming soon. Um, maybe we don't know. I see where they're going. I just hope they don't take so much of you know Masters ideas because Masters is still alive and well. They take it a little slow process when it comes down to you know dropping more product. Now it's looking like it's gonna be once every 6 months. It's not gonna be like Dragon Ball. Right now, Dragon Ball is at three, if I'm not mistaken. Three. I think it's three right now. Yeah, I think the first one came out um February, March, April, May is the other one, and then the other one comes out in September. Yeah, I think it's only gonna be three a month. I mean, three a year. You also play the four cost Yellow Vegeta on this deck. Honestly, the way I'm doing it, I'm gonna test out this deck by itself for sure to see what cards I want to keep in the deck and what not to keep. I don't like buying the deck and then just throwing a lot of other stuff in it, not knowing how this deck actually runs on its own to see what actually fits into the deck that actually withstands against the meta. So yeah, there's a lot of cards like the four drop Goku that on play, lock, swing, lock. Um, you know, for the four drop Frieza people, the barrier people might play that as well. You're saying the yellow Vegeta, um, four cost. It's just a lot. Just I'd rather just test out the deck first. I'm definitely gonna do two different YouTube videos. One is gonna be nothing but straight. Um, there's two starter decks put into one. Test it out against friends. Test it out in tournaments. Then I'm gonna fix the deck up and see how bad, how good I could build it. Then go to a tournament with it again, test it out again, and see how I do. So it's gonna be three videos. One is gonna be the video to deck profile. Second one is gonna be before the starter decks into two. Well, I could do the deck profile and start two starter decks in one, in the same video, and then the other one with the additions of all the cards that we already got, added into it. So, because this actually comes out before set six, so we should have an idea of what's actually put into this deck when it actually comes out. But I definitely see how this deck could actually be interesting. And when I say interesting, we're gonna start it off with Tamagami number two, Daima, two drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. On play, add up to one card from your life to your hand. Then at the end of your turn, if you have two or more rest mode battle cards, With the cost of 2 or more in your battle area, switch this card to active mode. This would have been interesting if this card had like a blocker. Um, I feel like, yeah, I feel like, excuse me, because to restand this, to do anything, just to stand there and just to have a like a 5K combo, I get it. But to restand it, you would probably think that you'll do something more interesting unless there's a card that actually comes out that puts a card on the field in rest mode and you get to do another ability, which I think we do have. Maybe I read the card wrong, but we just have to wait and see. But this is one of the two SRs because every starter deck comes out with two SRs. So that means these SRs, they're only going to be two in the starter deck when you buy one. That's why you always got to buy two. So like that, you have to the full complete set. So this is the first one. And the second one will be the Vegeta Mini Daima. 5 cost, 30k swing, 0 combo. I really thought it was going to be another double strike, and they kind of took a turn on this. And it kind of interesting about it because they literally doing something a little bit different now. You got the activate main once per turn. Choose up to one rest mode battle card with the cost of 4 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Then switch this card in the battle area to active mode. So this is definitely good because you can actually use this effect. Use the effect first. Not even use the effect first. Swing first. Use the effect, right, to pop a body off the board. Use your leader effect to restand it again, itself again, to swing with your leader again. Then you get to, restand this guy and start swinging again. So it's like between the leader and this card, you're getting 4 swings in one turn. You're just gonna have to be mindful of how you're gonna play it. So it will have to be your leader swings first, right? Then you swing with this card to activate the effect, right? Or swing with the card, activate your leader effect to restand again, then activate this effect to pop a 4 or less to restand them again, and now you got a 20k swing and you got a 30k swing just to apply more pressure to your opponent. And even if it has like a bodies on the board, you want to apply pressure to your opponent's bodies. So definitely this is definitely a good card. I'm just surprised that it's not a double strike. Next up we have the 2-drop Bulma Mini, 5k combo, 5k attack. On play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Activate on, so there's another Self Awakener besides the Tamagami, which is good. Switch this card in your battle area to rest mode. Choose up to 1 battle card on one of your Vegeta Mini Daimas and gets 10,000 power. I would definitely apply this towards their leader, so you can have 4 swings in that particular turn to swing for 30k. That will be applying a lot of pressure. Your opponent will have to have burn cards out their hand, and you just gotta go for the KO, the aggression, to see what your opponent does and everything else. One thing for sure, it looks like for the next set, definitely happened for this set. This set was mostly on combo power, because of the swings that we have, big swings, and the hand size. Hand size definitely matters in this meta, so it's definitely gonna matter for the next one. So we're gonna have to make sure that you when you're building your decks for next set, or just for now, and you want to build a starter deck, you want to make sure that you have the right amount of cantrips to make sure that you get to have a good healthy hand when you're going turn by turn with your opponent. 2 cost Bulma can buff both league and battle card. Well, it's not both. You could choose one. That would be crazy if it was both. Imagine this Bulma would have done both. Maybe if you got more than 1 Bulma on the board, but that'll go crazy. 40k from 5 cost Vegeta is scary. It definitely is. Definitely is. Depending on the situation that you're in, me personally, I would rather go 30 for 4 swings. 30 for 4 swings sounds a little bit better than 2 20k swings and 2 30k swings. 330, that means they have to burn 2 cards out their hand or super combo if I'm applying all this pressure that I have towards the leader, the opponent's leader. 4OT, what you mean? The Boma? Well, I'm just talking about if you have two, depending on if you get to have all of them on the board, then hell yeah, that would be crazy. It's not once per turn, but you will need something to restand this again. It's not once per turn. That's what I'm saying. Because this switches to rest mode and then choose. It's active at our main, but you're gonna have to need something to restand this card. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's once per turn, but it's just we don't have a card to restand something um, other than Vegeta itself to restand on the board. Next up will be the Shin Mini, 4 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo, another Self Awakener. On play, add up to one card from your life to your hand. Then play up to one Kibito Mini Daima with the cost of 3 or less from your hand. So this is definitely a good card if you want to start summoning more than one body per turn. Summoning 2 bodies in one turn is definitely good. 20k swing is definitely okay. It's a standard 20k swing if you're swinging for lead. And to apply the pressure, this is the Kibito that you're talking about. So you got the Shin that swings for 20, and then you got the Kibito that's a vanilla, 3 cost, and swings for 25k swing, 10k combo. As of right now, building this deck just the starter decks, this is definitely gonna be something I'll put into my deck, just to make my board wide and try to swing as much as possible. So like that, I get to apply a lot of pressure on my opponent. And if they do survive on the board, then they do. If they don't, at least I got the chance to try to apply as much pressure as I can so that your opponent gets a burn cards out their hand, or just takes the life, or whatever body that they have on the board, they just get KO'd. Definitely a 2-punch combo that I definitely like. Is it going to stay in the deck once you upgrade it with the cards from set 1 all the way to set 5? Maybe not. But if you're just building a starter deck, if you're new to the Fusion world, I think, you should be fine just building the deck, just buying 2 of these starter decks, build it, and just be fine with that. And then figure out from there what you want to do if you just want to start off. Because, some of these prices are getting inflated. A lot of people don't know how to, keep the prices at a point that people can actually afford it. So you just gotta be mindful that, if you can't do it, just buy 2 decks, build 2 decks into one, and then just try to test it out like that. Next up, we have the Kadan 4-drop, another 4-drop, 25k swing, 10,000 combo. On play and when attacking, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it into rest mode. So basically, this is an upgraded version of the Android 18 that we have for yellow, which is a 3-drop 20k swinger. Now we have the 4-drop 25k swinger, 10k combo, same thing as the 18, and it's on play when attacking as well. So it's definitely going to be a good card, mid-range card to swing, and especially when it's 25k swinger. It's definitely good because when you're standard, you're going to be facing 25k swing battle cards. And if you apply pressure to your opponent has to give up a 10k, which most decks nowadays don't run a lot of 10ks. So you have to be good for it to swing the 25k swing, and your opponent has to burn 2 5ks or 1 10k. It's similar to the 4-cost Goku. Not the Goku, because the Goku actually locks. This is not locking. This is resting. So Android 18 is basically the power up of this card. So this is definitely a good card to have. How many? I would per se, they haven't fully leaked all the cards. Maybe they did, but maybe they didn't. But until I know fully what the deck it brings, then I will decide on how many of these I will run. Next up, we have the Glorio 2-drop, 2 cost, 20k swing, 0 combo, permanent on my opponent's turn. This card in a battle area gets 10,000 power. and on play, add up to one card from your life to your hand. So this is probably like the third or the fourth Self Awakener. So that's one thing about this leader that you want to Self Awaken, not drastically fast, but to the point that you don't want to rely on your opponent to awaken you, because opponents nowadays, if they playing this smart, know how to avoid not to awaken you. So they will just keep it as just trying to have you starve yourself, non-awaken, and then you're usually gonna have to swing with with your 15k swing leader and do nothing. So having another self-awakener in your deck will be definitely good. But putting at this at a 10k boost on your opponent's turn, putting this at 30k is definitely good. Going against red, negging this down to zero is going to be a problem, but they do have cards that gets a pop or two or less. Um, the what I forgot the extra card that if your opponent has three or more life, pops a body off the board and they have to take a life, something like that. Um, blue will bounce this back. Um, black got stuff that could bounce this back. Use it in a combo power like the grade 8, or gets a pop it off the board. So I don't feel like this card is gonna last. Maybe early game is definitely good because it's a self awakener. Um, unless you got protection, like if you want to add the 3 cost Vegeta that we already have, that protects every battle card on the field in rest mode, as long as the Vegeta stays on the board, then that's something different. But this card could definitely be good. Not sure why they gave it 0 combo power, but they could at least gave it 5k combo, because I don't feel like his his effect is that powerful. It's definitely not. Yes, it's a 30k swing, but it's a 2 drop. 2 drop gets removed so easily in this meta right now that this is not gonna last more than one turn. So might as well just give it a 5k combo. Next up will be the super combo that we have for yellow. Another yellow super combo, which is Dende Mini. Standard. On offense, you get 10k combo boost. On defense, you get 20k combo boost. So it's nothing that major. Next up would be Toro, 2 drop, 20k swing, 10k combo, vanilla card. It's definitely good. If you want to do the 2 decks into one, this might be played at 2 of, maybe. Like I said, we might not know if these are all the cards that actually came out. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Which I really think they really leaked everything, but we're just gonna have to wait and see, because they already leaked the secret rare, which was the final card that those was leaked. But it is what it is. If you do, there's most likely gonna be a body that you'll be using when you're playing with just the 2 starter decks. Next up will be Pansy, 3 cost, 25k swing, 5k combo, 1 attacking, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, then choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area and switch it to rest mode. So this is definitely good if you're playing um, Sedan. I think that's what I said, the 4 cost, 25k swing. Because if you got that on the board already, then summon this, another Self Awakener, right? But the crazy part about this card is that every time she swings, you get to take a life. Not mandatory, but you have the chance to take a life. So that's definitely good. So if your opponent's trying to starve you from not awakening, you have a lot of potential cards in your deck right now. Just the starter deck itself, that lets you take life to the full extent, and then you get to rest bodies on the board. So now if your opponent's not awakened, then you could really, really apply pressure to your opponent and just start swinging and putting a lot of pressure on your opponent. So like that, your opponent's gonna have to figure out: do you want to protect the board, or do you want to just let them eliminate it? So that's another thing that you got to think about as well. Next up, where we at? Uh, Piccolo Mini, 1 drop, 5k attack, 5k combo. On play, draw 1 card. Another cantrip. Piccolo, another cantrip for Piccolo. Piccolo always get the short end of the stick, because he's always coming out with these small body cards. One we actually gonna see like a good besides the 6 drop for green. I feel like Piccolo is always being played. But a regular standard, cantrip. Next up, we got the Vegeta Mini, 3 drop, 25k swing. So this deck is running a lot of 3 drops, which is definitely good. But you want to build up your first 2 turns on hand size at least. So like that, you get to be healthy enough that when you go down to the awakened side, your hand is healthy enough to protect you from any big swings that's happening. So having a lot of these 3 cost 25k swings are good, because then you don't have nothing on the board that they can rest and then attack on it. They do not have to just attack directly, or they just keep their board, unrested. And then you have the potential to like try to wipe the board by resting, depending on what you summon. So you have the Pansy that rests, and then you have the Tadan that rests as well. So going back to this card, when attacking, if you have 2 or more rest mode battle cards, with the cost of 2 or more in your battle area, draw a card. So this is definitely going to be a good card to have because you get to draw every single time you swing if you have a 2 or more. And the way this deck is being built, you have the potential to always hit this effect if Vegeta stays alive on the board. So that's definitely good to have. So for sure, running a deck like this, you gotta have to run the 3 drop Vegeta that protects your board, because it looks like you're gonna have a lot of bodies on rest mode, and you want to protect them. So those Vegetas is definitely gonna be one of the key pieces when you upgrade from starters, from the 2 starter decks to regular. Then you can actually see. Yo, Slams 101, appreciate the follow. Decent card for Frieza. Yeah, the yellow Frieza, yeah, you could definitely play this. It's just that Frieza got so much potential, and a lot of people's not letting it, not letting it grow. Everybody's so stuck with the Janemba, Evil Majin Buu. When you have other leaders out there that still have the potential to be good as well, it's just that nobody's playing it. But then, since nobody's playing it, now people want to predict that when they do their tier list, oh, this deck is not going to be good. This deck is trash. This deck is not meta, not in the meta. No, you can't do that. Yellow Vegeta definitely has the potential to be strong if people actually play it and see what it could do. Because I was playing Yellow Vegeta. Frieza still has the potential as well. It's just that when it falls to having those 2 bodies restand, depending what those bodies are. Let's just say if those are the barrier bodies, then that's fine. But if it's not barrier bodies, you're most likely gonna have, every other color bounce the cards back or pop it off the board. So that's another thing you have to worry about. But it's definitely good that they can't swing at it. If they don't got nothing to destroy it, then you can, then you can have it to survive for the turn or more than 1 turn, right? Then you have Captain Ginyu as well. Captain Ginyu as well is definitely good, but people have to work on it as well. Just trying to build it. I seen some kid, like we just had some. There was a regionals overseas. If I'm, was it Barcelona? And somebody went into the regionals playing Captain Ginyu, going 2 wins and 5 losses, but he literally went in there. But people got the audacity to play that deck, but don't play Bardock, go crazy. If I was in that regionals, I'll play Bardock. I need to prove a point. I need to make a statement. But that's just me. It's just, Bardock is not far behind. He's not. Everybody else gains support. Bardock is not far behind. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So yeah, this Vegeta is definitely a good card to have. Next up will be Pearl. 1 drop, 10k attack, 5k combo, blocker. You could play this if you want. What I like about it, that is not a 5k combo. I mean 5k attack. Because if it was a 5k attack, then red will wipe this off the board instantly with the weeks. But since it's a 10k, it's definitely good. Maybe it will stand. But the only thing that I don't understand is why is it a 1 drop and it's not a 10k combo? That's what I just don't understand. This is why this card is not good. If it would have been different if it was a one drop 10k attack and 10k combo blocker, then it would be different to have it on the deck. But why would I want to play this with a 5k combo when you could just replace it with something even better? So, they always come out with some cards that will never be played in a deck, and just they just gonna be fillers. That's what they are. Next up will be the extra card, one of the extra cards, which is a one drop results of training, activate in battle. Your cards that are in battle gets 15,000 power for the turn. Then, if there is a rest mode battle card with the cost of 3 or more in your battle area, draw one card. So that's definitely good because we was just talking about the Vegeta. That every time he swings, you get to draw a card. If you have a 2 or more body that's rested on the board, now you have this that applies even more hand size. So it's definitely good to have. Um, you would definitely be playing more than two of these. If you're just only gonna build off just the starter decks, then four of these will be fine. 3 to 4 of these will be fine because you get the potential of 15,000 combo power, but at the same time you get to draw because you don't have a body on the board. Even if the body that you're swinging with is a 3 or more, you already get the draw with the combo boost. So definitely a good card as well. Next up will be the Revive Bug, which is a one cost. Activate on main, switch one card with a cost of 2 or more and the card name in your battery to rest mode and draw 2 cards. So definitely good if you're playing the Tamagari. The Tamagari actually restands itself if you meet the criteria of that card, it gets to restand, right? Then you get to drop this card, rest that card again to draw 2 cards. So that's definitely good. I see the 2 punch combo there that they're actually thinking of. So this deck actually has a lot of combo power. So if we really look at it, when it comes down to it, let's see, because draw power is definitely good with this deck. What we got to look at right now is one 10k combo, two 10k combo. This is 0, 3 10k combo, 4. That's only 4, and that's it. 4 cards in this deck right now. That's 10k combos. So draw power with the 10k combos. Looks like this deck is gonna be weak with the combo power, which yellow mostly is weak when it comes to combo power. Hand size, I don't feel like yellow has a problem with the hand size, but I do feel like when it comes to the combo power, that's where yellow is really weak because most of the great cards, when I say great, I mean great, they're all mostly either 0 combos or 5k combo. Um, Good cards are mostly 5Ks, alright cards. Some good cards are like 10k, like the 4-drop Goku is a 10k combo card, definitely good as well. But besides that, if you guys could probably mention another one, I really can't say on the top of my head, which is another card that actually good. But another card that I really think will be interesting to have in this deck, since this deck likes to go wide, like summoning extra body on the board or restand their body on the board to swing again, because we already see the leader swings twice, your boss swings twice, Tamagari swings twice. You have the Bowman that boosts up 1,000 to one of the Vegetas. Another card that we actually got to think about as well that came out already is the King Gamma, which is a Self Awakener, and you get to swing with him twice. 20k swing, 3 drop, 5k combo, of course, but that's another 20k swinger with just one card. You get to swing twice, so you're applying a lot of pressure to your opponent. So it's definitely good. I see the potential, and that's just off the rip. That's the only card that I'm really thinking about right now. But I know there's other cards that you can actually add into this deck. Have to go to sleep. I'll see the replay on the stream tomorrow. Much love, brother. I really appreciate you tuning in, bro. Have a great night, and I'll be back tomorrow to stream. Not sure what I'll be streaming, but most likely it's gonna be this. Right now I'm just streaming just to talk about the leaks and everything else, and then tomorrow we'll just get back on the grind because I think um, Bandai client tournament opens tomorrow, so I have to start grinding on my 7 matches. So I have to wait and see how that goes. I gotta read into it, but yeah. So that was the last of it when it comes to this starter deck. Again, it comes out April 25th, not the 26th. They kind of changed it. It's a yellow deck. Um, it's the 25th. If you're gonna get it at locals shop, ask the front desk when they're gonna get it. Try to get 2 of them. Build the deck, and then if you got yellow cards at home or you need some yellow cards, just wait until somebody actually builds the deck first, or maybe you have an idea of your own to build the deck on your own and see how it goes. Because I know for sure I'm gonna test this deck out first, just completely starter deck mode, 2 decks into one, and then I'll add whatever I gotta add. Because I used to play yellow, so I don't have to be reaching out, looking at ordering or buying cards. Because I got yellow, because I started with yellow. Now I play black. Between black and yellow, I don't have to worry about any cards to get because I have them. The only thing that will be like to get if I'm playing like fancy will be the alternate art, which I don't really care about. Other cards that actually leaked for the um for set 6, right? Because they already started to leak set 6 in certain places, but we're gonna read about it. We have this Chi-Chi Childhood Black. It's a 5k attack, 1 cost, 10k combo on play. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And auto, when this card is used in a combo from the battle area, use up to 1 battle card in your combo from your drop. That's definitely good. Why do I say this is definitely good? If you really think about what I just said, 1 is an auto, so that means you can use either your turn or your opponent's turn. That's 1. 2 is a self-awakener, which is definitely good, and it's a 10k combo. It's forcing you to combo with this card. So now you can use it to combo, right? But the only thing that's bad about this card, that you have to combo this card to use this effect, it has to be on the board. But since it's a 1 cost, 5k, you're, would this survive on the board? Maybe not. So this effect 100% guaranteed is going to be used on your offensive side. On the defensive side, this staying on the board, I doubt it is going to happen. Excuse me. And it's a secret rare. That's the crazy part. That means they're already dropping secret rares. This is a secret rare for set 6. Another thing is that we got to worry about. When it says use up to 1 battle card in the combo from your drop, if you use this card on your defensive side and you have a super combo on your discard pile, you get to use this super combo. So if they're swinging at your lead and your lead is 20, you're already going to combo with this, which puts it at 30. Then you're going to take a super combo from your discard pile and use it. Since this is on your opponent's turn, you're going to get the super combo full effect, which is another 20k. So you're bumping your leader to 50k, and maybe you overcome of being KO'd or taking a life with 50k combo boost. That's definitely good. Definitely good. Small bodies, 1 drop, self-awakeners, not that bad. I definitely do see this being played. Not gonna say much, we're just gonna keep it that way. I don't want to leak so much. I'd rather just show you what I'm talking about. But definitely, because with the new leaders, because we're going to talk about the new leaders, because they already leaked the new leaders and the effects. So definitely excited about that as well. But with the new leaders, I feel like this actually fits into the part of the new leader that's coming out for this color. But before we even do that, next up in leaks for the next set, Dragon Ball Legends collaboration. Again, we have our first 6-drop black card. We do not have that. The highest of 5-drop, 6-drop, and It's a Dragon Ball Legends collaboration. Then we have the 4-drop Brawly Dragon Ball collaboration as well. So these might be the two cards that we're gonna be getting into set six um booster box. So hopefully, we get a full set. These cards definitely gonna be dangerous. We're just gonna have to wait and see how they come down to it because 6-drop, 6-drop in black looks crazy right now. This has to have a really good effect that it's gonna be a staple card. Gonna be a staple card, but then at the same time, how much is this card gonna be worth? Because a lot of people don't buy boxes. People's gonna try to buy the card and everything else, but to have this card just being leaked and not knowing what it does, it's gonna be a game changer when it comes to black. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. So definitely excited about that. Um, like I said, I'm only gonna leak what is in English. I do see a couple of Japanese cards that actually leaked, and people translated them into English, but you know, the English grammar does not sound correct, so I'd rather not even read about those, show you guys those. I'm just gonna show you what I have for the English terms. So now those are the cards, right? I already spoke about the starter deck. Starter deck that's coming out next month. Starter deck number 8. Um, Now, so and then the two new cards that's coming out for Dragon Ball Legends collaboration, and one of the secret rares is actually coming out for set 6. Now let's talk about the leaders that's coming out. Are you guys ready? I know I'm ready. I didn't get to sit down and actually read these leaders. I just saw who was the leaders, and I felt like, wow, they're actually trying to change the way the meta is looking right now going into set 6. So we're going to start with red. Red is Android 18. It's kind of a little bit blurry, but we're going to read on it. This is the front side for red, Android 18, 15k attack. When attacking, you draw a card, and it's on standard, which is awaken side that you awaken at 4 or less, draw one card, then you get to flip this card. Okay, definitely standard. Let's see what it does on the awaken side. So on the awaken side, it's a 20k swinger. When attacking, you get to draw a card. Activate on battle, your turn, only your turn, and it's only once per turn. Your battle cards with Android and its special traits that are in battle with your opponent's battle cards gets 20,000 power for the battle. That is amazing. That is full-blown amazing, because if they do come out with androids for red, because we already have androids for red, 25k swingers, 20k swingers, it's not that many, but we have a few. But depending on what they're coming out, you could see swinging one of your 20k swing, 20 to 20k swinger to 40 to 45k swing, applying pressure to your opponent goes crazy, and it's once per turn. It's only on your turn, which is good. That means it's going on the aggressive side, which red is definitely known for. But to build a deck on mostly just Android, because that's what you want to do. When it specifies Android territory, you want to build your deck mostly on the Android side, so like that the effect of Android 18 can actually have the full potential and the full effect. You want to build your deck on Androids, which is the good thing that the 3-drop, I wish I had the card. But we do have a red Android 17, 25k swing, 0 combo, that if you have it on the board, he cannot be KO'd by your opponent's card effects, but then at the same time, he gives your leader 5k combo boost. And not on only on your turn, it's on both turns. So as long as that Android stays on the board, you get to have your Android 18 at 25. So now you're applying pressure 25 every single time. Now Android 18 just became a 25k swinger. Forget the 20k swing. Now she's a 25k swinger, just applying pressure after pressure after pressure after pressure. So that's one thing that you have to really, focus about as well, which is definitely good. Definitely good to know. And just imagine you have more than one Android 18. I mean, one Android 17. Start summoning another one. Now you got a 30K swing. Now your opponent has to swing 30K swing to you. Like, that's crazy. They know what they're doing. They making old cards that we have lively again with these effects. I'm gonna have to sit down and see what androids do we have for reds to actually see how much of damage this card can actually do. Next up will be green. Green, guys, and I mean green, and I had to start with green first, and I didn't. Started with red, but green I have to put it at second right now because they leaked what the booster box is all about, which is Brawly. And let's go to it. We got another Brawly. This is the Brawly from the movies, and it's Saiyan slash Frieza's army. As the front side, it's a 15K swinger, 15K swinger. When attacking, draw a card, and at the end of your turn, add up to one card from your life to your hand. So now you don't even need Self Awakeners in your deck. For what? If your opponent wants to, apply the pressure to your board and make you, starve you to death, when it comes down to these leaders on not having you self awaken and let you self awaken on yourself, your leader itself is gonna self awaken. It's gonna take long, but you're gonna need it. Now with this deck, you don't even need that many self awakeners, and that's definitely good to have. And especially we have a lot of Brawly cards that was not being used in the original Brawly because the original Brawly had too much how can I say this? Too much of I got the word stuck, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. But the old Brawly had too much technicalities when it came to that leader. But with this Brawly is definitely good. And also when you're on the awakened side, when your life is at 4 or less, you get to draw a card. So right now we're 2 for 2 with awakening to draw power, which is good. Now let's see the awakened side. The awakened side looks crazy. And just so you guys know, these are only the standard side. This is not the alternate art versions. They haven't even shown the alternate art. These are the regular art, and these regular arts look fire. This Brawly right here looks fire. It's awakened, backside, 20K swing, one attacking, choose one Brawly BR in your battle area and place it into your owner's drop. If you have if you have 4 energies, play up to one Brawly BR with a cost of 1 greater than the card chosen by this skill from your hand in rest mode. That's definitely good. So, but the thing that I don't think people understand, because I know people was talking about this in the chat, right? Oh, matter of fact, never mind. Every Brawly card that actually came out says Brawly BR. So that means the 8-drop Brawly, you get to summon him, right? Pop a body on the board, swing 45K swing twice. Use this guy, swing with him, use the effect to pop that 8-drop, right? If you have 4 energies or more, no, if you have 4 energies, play up to one. Okay, so it's kind of iffy. So that means the 8-drop effect is not going to work. The 7-drop Brawly's effect is not going to work. So that means they're coming out with new Brawly cards, which is kind of interesting. So, going back to it, play up to one Brawly BR with the cost of 1 greater than the card chosen by this skill, your hand and from your hand in rest mode. Okay, so you can attack with the new Brawly that's coming out. But you have to be at 4 energies. So that means with the new Brawlies, they're not going to be good. They're not going to be good. Thinking about it, because I'm looking at the Brawly cards in my chat room, and you have the 8-drop that's a dual strike. You have the 7-drop that on play you get to draw 2 cards. You have the Brawly that's that's a crit. Then you have another 7-drop Brawly that you get to send him in rest mode, you and a battle card from your opponent's side into their energies, but they all seven or more. How are you gonna bring that down to four? Because it's not saying four or more. It says automatically four. So that means there's gonna be weaker Brawlies to summon. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Then activate our main once per turn, draw one card, then discard one card from your hand. um Sounds interesting. We're gonna have to wait and see what the leader effects look like. Because I mean not the leader effect. What the battle cards, the Brawly battle cards look like. Because this is they being too specific. Unless they're dropping a lot of green Brawlies, that's 4 drops, then that's something different. 4 drop or at least 5 drop, that'll be different. But the 7 and the 8 drops is gonna be hard to have it on the board and try to use your energies um from whatever 7 or 8 down to 4 to use the leader effect to pop it, then to put another body on rest mode. It's too much. There's too much going on. So I thought about what people were saying. Now I'm looking at it and reading it out loud. I don't feel like the old Brawly cards actually works, like effective wise, with this Brawly that's actually coming out. But we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. Then with the draw one card, then discard one card. You get to recycle your hand, which is definitely good, but you know we'll have to wait and see how that functions. So that's green. Next up will be blue. Blue is Goku Childhood, Son Goku Childhood. It's a 15k swing in the front side. When attacking, draw one card, activate, or on main Iron Battle, the Awakened side, which is 4, then draw one card. So now we're 3 for 3 with the drawing a card when you awaken, which is good. Let's see what it does on the Awakened side. So you have the Son Goku Childhood, 20k swing. When attacking, draw one card. Once per turn, discard one card from your hand. During this turn, the next time you use an extra card with an original cost of 2 or less, you don't have to pay the cost. That's nasty. That's totally nasty because the first card that came to mind was Final Flash. Final Slash. It's a 2-drop. You get 25. I think it's 20-25 combo boost, and you get to bring a card from your discard pile back to your hand. That is crazy. And then you could probably use it for combo power. There another blue leader that definitely gonna look like it's gonna do damage. The only thing is that you're discarding a card from your hand. That's my only thing. And it's once per turn, granted. But we're gonna have to wait and see what extra cards they're actually gonna bring into the game for set 6 in order to see that this card is gonna be good. Because they did it with Gohan Adolescence. Extra card effect, definitely thought it was gonna be good. Then when you saw the cards, it was not that good. People didn't give it a chance because a lot of people was trying to use the Satan City package on the Son Adolescence when you have the Son Goku that does the same thing but even better. So hopefully Son Goku Childhood does not fall in that category, but we'll have to wait and see. Now for yellow, for set 6 will be King Gamma. 15k swing. When attacking, draw one card. We are 4 for 4 with the Awaken side. That once you awaken, you get to draw a card. Standard. So let's see, because we already have the SS3 Pichita that's coming out next month. And then in May, we're about to have another yellow leader that's coming out. So let's see which one is actually more interesting going into set 6. So let's see what the leader side does. There's a 20k swing. When attacking, place one field card with Demon Realm in its special traits in your battle area into your owner's drop. Then play up to one battle card with the cost of 3 or less and the same special trait as the field card placed into your owner's drop by the skill from your hand. What? Um, First things first, looks like I'm gonna have to read this again to understand what the hell he said. But first things first, one thing I already saw wrong with this card, you do not draw on the awakened side when you swing. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? This is corny. This is so corny. Why do they do cards like that? And then you're summoning out of your hand, right? That's what it's saying. Oh, place one field card, Demon Realm, boom, from the battle area to the graveyard. Granted, you're not losing your hand size. Play up to one battle card with the cost of 3 or less, and the same special traits into your place into its owner's drop by this. What? What? I'm trying to understand. Play up to one battle card with a cost of 3 or less and the same special traits as the field card. So a Demon Realm card. Okay. Trait as the field placed into your owner's drop by the skill. So this is crazy. So you're not gonna have me, right? So you're not gonna have me draw, but then I'm gonna actually use another card in my hand, lose a card in my hand, so now my hand size getting smaller. Oh my god. You already see it. This deck is gonna be built on cantrips because you just can't. We're going into the meta that you gotta have to have a bunch of, your hand size gotta be healthy. And on your awakened side, when you mostly need it, you're not gonna draw when you swing goes crazy. And the effect for 3 or less, do you know what's 3 or less? 3 or less is so easy to wipe off the board that's unbelievable. And it has to be specified Demon Realm. So that means this card right here this deck is gonna be built on Demon Realm cards. We have a couple of them already, but come on, 3 or less. If we break down every single color is gonna eliminate those 3 or less off the board instantly. You have red that's gonna neg it. If it's a 3 cost, that means the most it's gonna be is a 25k swing. So right there is gonna tell you 3 or less, 25k swing, gonna go down to 0. 3 or less, red could pop it off the board. 3 or less on another color, like gray ape and black, gets to use it for super combo. You get to bounce it back to the hand. You get to pop it off the board. Like what? Like it's just odd. SS3 Vegeta, you're the way to go going into set 6. If you have to choose between which yellow leader to use, this is gonna fall within the cracks just like Majin Buu. I'm sorry. Majin Buu was so good coming out. Everybody was loving it. But then once you read the effect of 2 or less as special summon, it was doo-doo from there. Straight garbage. Because it's so easy to wipe out a 2-drop off the board. Like, why would you want to do that? And now you got this card that does not even let you draw when you swing goes crazy. But I don't know. It's just me. I'm maybe bugging out, but it's just me. Last but not least, I left it for last because I play black now. I left the last 2 colors to the colors that I like to play. When I started Fusion World a year ago, I started with yellow. I started with Frieza, then got comfortable playing with Cooler, then moved on to Yellow Vegeta, still with Yellow Vegeta to Set 3. Set 3 came out, started playing Bardock. Set 4 came out, kept playing Bardock. Set 5, I'm in the midst of Bardock and Gogeta, more towards the Bardock side. No matter what people say, I feel like that deck is still strong. You just gotta know how to play. I just know how to play the deck like the back of my hand, and I've been doing good as well. Gogeta is definitely good, but I just feel like it's missing the 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 aggressive side of it. Like it does a lot of control, but in the meta that we're in, control is not always the right move. But anyways, Last but not least, we're going to the last leader. And for black is going to be King Piccolo, Demon Clan, 15k swing on the front side. And we have our first crit leader for set 6. And for black, crit leader. Then you have, it's a crit. The bad part about this, yes, you get to awaken. Okay, so it's totally different. This crit leader is completely different to every crit leader we ever had. One, because you're just not getting bumped up 5k so you can swing for 25k swing, which sucks. Because now your opponent could just dump a 5k just to combo out of it. That's whack. That's one. Two, on the awakened side, when you awaken, 4 or less, add the top card of your deck to your life, then flip this card over. I like it, but then again, I don't. Why I don't like it? One, you're not giving me the boost that I need to apply pressure early to my opponent when I'm on a front side with crit, right? That's 5k combo easily. If they have a cantrip on the board, easily to get comboed out, which sucks, right? Two, when I awaken, you're not gonna give me a draw. You're gonna give me a life. Put me back up at 5. Awaken. Okay, granted, I like that. But you're not giving me a draw, so that means now I have to build this deck on cantrip power. Another leader that we're getting for set 6 with cantrip solution. That's crazy. Now you're filling in slots into your deck that could have been for something different. You understand? And it's just, alright, whatever. And on the awakened side, King Piccolo, 20k swing. When attacking, you draw a card, activate main. Once per turn, remove one of your energy markers. Play up to 1 demon egg from your drop. I swear to God, these demon eggs better be some type of Dragon Balls that gives you special powers to summon anything off the out of your hand to the board or from your discard pile to the board, because honestly, you're not gonna make me burn an energy marker for a demon egg that might be mediocre. I'm gonna be highly upset if that's what you guys are going with, Bandai, because that sounds ridiculous. And that means most of the time he's not even gonna have an energy marker when black is built on energy markers. That's why Bardock is having so much struggle, because he don't have the potential to use the cards that you need always to have the energy marker to support it. Gogeta has it, granted. Then you have Baby that has it with the Bullas and everything else that you can actually use to get an energy marker. But SS4 Goku as well. I just don't understand, why would they want to do that? Remove an energy marker to play 1 demon egg. I swear this demon egg better be on some real full-blown. Yo, honestly, man, that the last 2 leaders are highly disappointing. Highly disappointing. The red Android 18, I like it. I feel like that's, out of all of them, I feel like that's the one that feels like it's gonna be the most interesting, depending on the support that he's getting. Green Brawly, depending on the support as well. So right now, every leader, from what it looks like, depending on their support, we're gonna see if these decks are actually gonna be good. Because right now, looking at the old cards going into these new leaders, don't fit the profile. We don't, for red, we don't have that many androids. We have to wait and see while the androids are coming out. That's one. The Brawlies that we are using, that we have, does not coexist with the Brawly leader that's coming out. The Goku somewhat coexist with some of the extra cards that we have, which is not that many. Final Slash, I feel like is the top number 1 that you'll be using with this card for free, which goes crazy. King Gamma, I feel like it's horrible because you don't get to draw a card when you swing it on your awakened side, which is ridiculous. And then when it comes to the Piccolo side, King Piccolo, I just feel like you guys just nerfed the hell out of that card. So you're not giving me the 5k boost that every other crit leader has to swing and apply pressure. And then at the same time, you're not gonna give me the draw power that I need when I awaken. You're gonna give me extra life. I'm not gonna complain about that. But then on the awaken side, you're gonna make me burn the energy market to get a demon egg. Come on, come on. This demon egg gotta be so. I'm telling you, this demon egg gotta be some type of piece of the puzzle that's gonna let me summon a bigger body on my turn. And that's all I'm saying. Because right now, this is saying once per turn. It's not saying once my turn. It's saying once per turn. Activate main. So we have to wait and see what this demon egg does when you use the energy marker. So yeah, so that was it for the the set three. I mean, starter deck number 8, SS3 Vegeta is coming out next month. Then the new starter deck, the new leader is coming out for set 6 that comes out in May. Last but not least, I want to talk about is my tournament, which is a week away, which is next Sunday, people. If you guys are interested, if you have not signed up for it, here is the tournament. I'll put the link on the comments below so you guys can actually see it and click into the link of the Discord channel. Just go straight to the Discord channel because I need everybody to be in the Discord channel in order to communicate with everybody, with your opponent, your deck list, and your results on your matchups turn by turn and what type you're going by, right? So that's why I need you guys to be in the Discord. Then from the Discord, you'll get the link to the website of the tournament, and then you get to sign up from there, and then you're good to go. So going into my second tournament, I had one tournament last month. I'm trying to be once a month at the end of the month of each month a tournament. I did one for February 23rd. Now I'm doing one for March 23rd. Prizes set 3, set 4, set 5 codes. If you guys are playing on the client, you'll get a mixture of all. First place gets 100 codes. Second place gets 50 codes. Third place gets 30 codes. And then depending on how many people joined, fourth all the way to fourth all the way to eighth place, you guys will get set 5 codes only. So so like that you'll have more codes to apply, and at least you didn't sign up just for nothing. But everybody is aware. It's a win-win for everybody. Registration fee is free. I'm not charging you. I just need the Discord appliance. Discord appliance is you being in the Discord chat, signing up from the Discord chat, being active with the communication that we need when it comes to the tournament. I will be streaming it on Twitch and on YouTube and maybe on TikTok as well if I could get it activated by then. But for right now, Twitch and YouTube will be the only spot. I'm gonna put the link on the site, on the chat box right now, so you guys can actually log into it. Definitely want you guys to actually there goes the link. Let me just verify that the link actually goes through. Yes, it does. So the link does go through. So there we go. So the link is there. If you guys are interested, just the link is on the channel, on the chat box. So it looks like only Twitch can see it, which is a problem. So let's see how I can add it on YouTube. Got you right now. I'm gonna post it on YouTube as well. Let me just go on my YouTube channel. Just give me 1 second. let me do this correctly before I send some other random stuff. Okay, so hopefully, okay, so the link is there. So now you have the link on YouTube and you have the link on Twitch in the chat box. So if you're watching it from YouTube, you got the YouTube link. Click on the link. If you're watching it on Twitch, the link on the Twitch is there as well. Because for some odd reason, I sent it to Twitch, and only Twitch people can actually most likely click on the link. But now I have it as YouTube as well. So if you guys are definitely interested, the link is there. Please, if you guys are definitely interested, if you guys are new, don't be afraid. It's free. Let's get better. Let's try to grow this community, and let's get the party on the road. We gotta continue building this community more and more than what we need, and then we just take it from there. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Um, this is where I gotta cut it. Tomorrow I'll be back again. I want to spend some family time. This is my day off. Um, you know, I'm just tired. I just need some rest. But for everybody tuning into my channel, appreciate you guys for tuning in on Twitch and on YouTube. If you guys are new to my channel, press that follow button. Subscribe to my channel. Don't be afraid to hit me up. I got no problem answering any questions. Remember, this tournament is next Sunday coming up, 12 p.m. Eastern time. On my side, which I'm from New York, it's 12 p.m. On your side, it's probably a little bit earlier, a little bit later, not sure. But ask away, just Google it. Just put on the Google 12 p.m. Eastern time to your time, and then you see the time frame on your end. So thank you for you guys for tuning in, and hopefully you guys enjoyed my stream, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one. Later.